Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 2 of our Minnesota Twins rebuild here on Out of the Park Baseball 27. If you have not watched first episode, please press pause on this, Control T, find your way to episode 1. We have some really great fun games in there. Lot of offense if you're into that type of baseball. If you're a fan of pitcher duels, our series against the Orioles is not for you. Last we left off, we were 3-3, looking okay. I played through a series against the Rays off stream. We won game one 6-5 in 13 innings. I had to use 6 of my 8 bullpen arms in this game. It was insane, but we had some late heroics. Vic Caratini pinch hitting walk off double. Come on, you can't script that. And then game two, we won 3-1. Much quieter game. Um, Simeon Woods Richardson did okay, but he needed 96 innings to get 4 2/3, or 96 pitches, I should say, to get through 4 2/3 innings. Pretty good from the bullpen as well. Justin Tapa got a save there. Nothing too crazy. And then we just got completely and utterly destroyed in game three. Taj Bradley got eviscerated. Connor Prelip got popped. Funderburk got hit. And I needed to use my closer just to get through this game to give you an idea of the utter state of my bullpen right now. So my hope is in this series against the Tigers, we can have some long starting outings. That way, I don't have to worry about using 4 bullpen arms again. So, at the moment, we're 5-4, doing okay. Um, I think we definitely have some issues and some things to work on. I did notice, yeah, I need to change steals to be quite a bit more frequent, I think, because the AI just looks like is not running my guys. And to be fair, if I go to ratings here, we're not the quickest team. Like, we only have 5 players with a speed above 50, and 2 of them are on our bench. So, from that perspective, I kind of understand it, but I would like to get some guys on the base paths running around a little bit. Um, Other than that, pretty much what you see is what you got with us so far this year. We have a pretty good lineup. We're top 5 in most offensive categories outside of WAR. But pitching wise, we are the worst in the American League in terms of starter ERA. We're bottom half in nearly everything, and we are almost dead last in defensive efficiency and zone rating. However, only 2 errors this year. So I'll take that trade off any day of the week. My plan for this episode, we're just going to get through a bunch of games. We have a 4-game series against the Detroit Tigers, my personal team, uh, here at home. Hopefully, we do well. Justin Verlander on the mound in Detroit. What a time to be alive. My entire mental health as a Tigers fan this season is dependent on how well Justin Verlander pitches because I can't watch him struggle. I can't do it. So game one, let's see if the AI is doing anything silly with the taggers. No, not really. Nothing too crazy. Looks like we're facing a couple of backups. Jake Rogers, backup catcher. McKinstry only has 13 ABs, so nothing. Oh no. Why does the AI do this? They have 3 backup left fielders. Jahmai Jones, who, to be blunt, cannot field. Austin Slater, who, if he makes the Tigers opening day roster, I will be stunned. And then Matt Vierling, which is fair, but he's not a left fielder. He's a much better infielder than he is an outfielder. What am I looking at, people? Goodness gracious. All right, well, let's rock and roll. Looks like Cody Clemens is going to DH for us today. He's going to bat 6. Josh Bell, who's our starting DH, it must be said, not doing very well. 24 plate appearance, so obviously a small sample, but he only has 3 hits, 0 extra base hits, and is currently worth negative WAR. So there's that hanging over our heads. Oh, the mist is back. So if you watched last episode or if you've played, this game any, you'll know that there's this fog is what I assume it's supposed to represent, or maybe like a light mist. I hate it with the passion of 1,000 suns, but here we are. Zebby Matthews, get us started. The the AI has Spencer Torkelson leading off. Oh, what a time to be alive. And down he goes on strikes. Nothing else for that inning. Matt Wallner is aboard on second. Here's Trevor Larnach. Pops it straight up to the outfield, but it's down. Did I lose the ball in the fog there for a second? Maybe. You have no proof. But Wallner scores, and we take the lead 1-0. Royce Lewis done very well so far this season. Hits it deep to left here, but easily caught by Riley Green. A little bit of trouble. Kerry Carpenter. Did Kerry Carpenter get a steal? Ryan Jeffers, you should be ashamed of yourself. Oh, McKinstry gets it down. Carpenter will hold up. So a double play gets us out of the inning. And Javi Baez hits it down to right. That's going to be score at least one. The throw in holds McKinstry. All right. All right. Parker Meadows swing and a miss. And Jake Rogers follows suit. So the Tigers do tie it up 1-0. See if Cody Clemens can get us going. He could not, in fact, get us going. So, and I said going into the season, obviously, the ideal with the DH situation is that Josh Bell does really well and we can trade him, in June, July for a decent prospect, really good reliever, and then have Trevor Larnach or Cody Clemens DH the rest of the way. Unfortunately, it looks like Josh Bell is going to be our worst hitter, as Kerry Carpenter just had an RBI triple. Not great. So yeah, if Josh Bell struggles, I highly doubt anyone will take him because he's not making, league minimum. He's making $6 million. Oh, goodbye, baseball. That'll do. Matt Wallner hits at 428 feet. Well done, sir. So we may just end up having to cut Josh Bell or see if a team will take him with us retaining a lot of his salary. McKinstry and Javi Baez are aboard, but I'm going to be honest, Sebi. I don't really have a lot of bullpen arms, so I'm going to need him to get out of this. But our starters have been terrible so far this season, and it's only a small sample, They only have 2 starts between them, so that is that. You got to get Torque. It's it to second, the slowest roll I have ever seen. Come on, buddy, get Cole Keith back up to second. Austin Martin throws him out. All right. Tigers score 2. I mean, that could have been a lot worse, but this is the state of my bullpen right now. So I can't really afford to have Zebby Matthews only pitch 4 innings. So he's going to have to go back out there for the 5th. I know his stamina is going to be terrible, but that's just kind of where we're at right now. Cody Clemens goes down. And so does Brooks Lee. All right. All right, Zebby, I'm going to be honest. Help is not on the way. You need to get 3 outs. Oh, brother. And Gleyber Torres hits it all the way to the corner. Well, So glad I got to see that play at second. Oh no, Glaber is hurt. All right, we just got to get David Festa warming up. And Kerry Carpenter sends the ball all the way to the stands. Sorry, Zebby. All right, he strikes out Riley Green. That'll be it for him. He allowed 10 hits and 6 runs. And David Festa is allowed not 1, but 2 hitters to be aboard. That ball looked like it was going into the outfield. And he walked him. David, I'm hitting the half inning button. Good luck. All right, 1 run scored. There we go. Jeffers and Austin Martin are aboard. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. Swing and a miss from Buxton. Not what we want. Luke Keeschel also goes down. Matt Wallner hits it up to center. Does not have the distance. All right, David, moment of honesty. You need to get me the 6th. Kerry Carpenter's on second. Riley Green, swing and a miss. As this is the man that struck out over 200 times last year. Oh, what a time to be alive, huh? All right, Cole Sands is going to warm up for the 7th. Trevor Larnach with a leadoff double. There we go. Royce Lewis gets it down. Let's keep the train going. Runners at the corners. Cody Clemens hits it right back to the pitcher. And he beats out the throw. I don't quite know how, but I'm not going to question it. And Brooks Lee walks, so that will score Larnach. Cut the lead to 3. Jeffers hits it up to left. That's going to be caught, we assume. Can't see it. Royce Lewis wisely does not run. Austin Martin gets it through. There we go. 1 run will score. How is that very shallow? Like the text, the pop-up window is blocking. How is this very shallow? He is 15 feet, if that, from the warning track. How is that very shallow? I mean, I'm not going to run out because there's only 1 out, but that's just not very shallow. Like that's not how that works. Buxton gets Kinstry caught it. Very good. All right, Luke Keeschel, come on, buddy. Be the hero. Bang. Hits it up to left. It's down. 1 run will score. The throw in, not in time. We have a tie ball game, 7 apiece. And Matt Wallner pops it up. That is your inning, but we do tie the ball game. Cole Sands is going to come in for the 7th. Parker Meadows is on second. Jake Rogers goes down swinging. Man, there was a time when a lot of Tigers fans thought Jake Rogers was going to be like the catcher. Yeah, that fell apart pretty quickly. Nothing in the 7th for us. Cole Sands is getting fatigued. I'm going to be honest, dude. Like, you have to get me the 8th inning. It fundamentally does not matter. Kerry Carpenter. Can we just acknowledge how stupid that animation looked where Luke Keeschel decided he wasn't going to take like 1 step? All right, Andrew Chafin's going to need to warm up to face Riley Green. This is exactly what I didn't want. And Green hits it into center. We are going to lose this game because of a weird animation and our pitcher dropping an underhanded throw. All right, down by 1 all of a sudden. Anything for us in the bottom of the 8th? Ryan Jeffers is aboard. I am going to pinch run for him. Outman. Is Soto quicker? No. All right. Outman is going to pinch run for Ryan Jeffers. Let's see if Austin Martin can bring him around. Hits it to short. So Martin goes down, but it advances the runner. Byron Buxton against Kenley Jansen. Buxton hits it into left. It's down. Tie ball game. Very good. Go ahead run is on first. Luke Keeschel hits it into center. That's down. Let's keep this party going. I am not going to send Buxton. There's no real difference between second and third in this situation. I don't want to risk it. Wild pitch. See, they made it anyway. It all works out. Wallner walked. Bases loaded for Trevor Larnach. And he walked him. The lead is ours. Unfortunately, my closer is at 47% stamina. So, how many pitches did Chafin throw? 7? I think I'm just going to have to leave Chafin in for the 9th. But here's Royce Lewis. Hits it to first. The throw. Very much in time. All right. We take the lead. Vic Caratini is going to come in to catch. And then Andrew Chafin for this save. I'm going to get Ryan Burr warming up, but I really don't want to use him because it's the bottom of the Tigers order. Javi Baez, swing and a miss. Matt Vierling to pinch hit. You walked him. All right, that's going to be it for Chafin. We're going to go to Ryan Burr against Jake Rogers. This has to be an out. And it is. Checked swing, down he goes. Spencer Torkelson. The last out. Swing and a miss. We beat the Tigers 9-8. Remember when I said I didn't want to have to use 4 bullpen arms? I used exactly 4 bullpen arms. Oh boy, the top of our order, elite. 8 hits and 7 RBIs from our top 4 men. Not much from the rest of our hitters, but what can you do? We got the win. We survived a Zebby Matthews implosion. But man, this is why I hate how the schedule works here. We had a day off after game 1, a day off after the 4th game of the season, and then we have no days off until the 16th. Like, whoever created this schedule should be shot, metaphorically speaking. All right, Julian Merriweather cleared waivers. So he's just going to stay in AAA for the time being. Personal message. Angel Bastardo signed with an independent club. Fair enough. Who's a minor leaguer we were looking at. Luili Cabrera wants to be a major league player. Is he aware that his only experience is rookie ball? Yeah, he wants a major league contract. What if I give you a minor league contract with a major league option, and I'll increase the option with a little bit more money? No. All right, well, we're done here, which is a shame because he looks like he could become a pretty decent, like, 2 good pitch reliever. I'm going to request a scouting report on him just to see if he's maybe even better than we think. All right, my entire bullpen is tired once again. And there's no day off, really, for them to get rest. So we're going to need one of our pitchers to just go crazy. All right. So Caratini to DH. I'm going to give Josh Bell the DH game here. And then I'm going to give Austin Martin, I think, the day off. Yeah. The fact that I can only see the two most recent games, where in previous games I could see like 5, is a little upsetting. But, space and whatnot. All right. Joe Ryan on the mound for us. Tarek Skubal on the mound for the Tigers. I'm scared. And Colt Keith hit a 2-run home run. And Riley Green is aboard with a double. Let's see if we match. Buxton is aboard. Luke Keeschel with the chance to match. Swing and miss. He has struck out. Matt Wallner has struck out 17 times in 48 plate appearances. It's not great. All right. Larnach is aboard with an error. Let's see if Josh Bell can do something. Hits it up to center. Easily caught. Down he goes. I like this view of Target Field. You get, some skyscrapers over there, beautiful skybox. Very nice. Clean second inning. Nothing doing there from Royce Lewis. Livan Soto, who has not played much since coming up when Gio Urshela went down. So I'm trying to get him a handful of at-bats here or there. Joe Ryan is already almost in the yellow. We're in the third inning. We are in trouble. Byron Buxton is on second. Luke Keeschel goes down, as does Matt Wallner. Who knew Tarek Skubal was good? He has 7 strikeouts through 3. Who knew? Another solo shot for the Tigers. It's not looking good. All right, Joe Ryan gets me the 5th. Cole Sands is at 5%. David Festa is at 10. All I have is Justin Tapa and then maybe Connor Prielipp and Taylor Rogers. That's just it. That is the list. Leadoff double from Munso Perez, but he's caught stealing. Very good, Ryan Jeffers. Zach McKinstry swing and a miss. All right, come on, Joe. Get Dylan Dingler. There we go. Okay. Good news is we got 6 innings out of Joe Ryan. Bad news is he gave up 4 hits, but it's fine. Or 4 runs, I should say. All right. You can sit down, Joe. Good job. I really wish, that's just not what I wanted to click at all. That's what I wanted to click. I wish I could move the widget. And there might be a way for me to do it, but I don't like that it blocks the catcher arm. Just get rid of this and just put that over there. I'm not going to question it. All right, Justin Tapa, I believe in you. You have to give me the inning. Very good. Nothing for us in the 7th. Come on, Justin. He's getting fatigued. I'm going to be honest. My entire team is fatigued right now. Kerry Carpenter, soft grounder. He does not beat it out. All right, that's going to be it from Justin Tapa. We're going to have to rely on Connor Prielipp to get me the 2 outs. And instead, 2-run score. That tracks. Ooh, we have runners at the corners. Bo Brisky is in. Luke Keeschel grounds out, but we did score a run. Let the record show we did not get shut out. As Wallner walks. Trevor Larnach hits it up to center. That'll be caught. It does advance Byron Buxton. All right, up steps Josh Bell, 0 for 3. Been our worst hitter thus far. He hits it deep to center field over the top of Parker Meadows. 1 run will score. 6-2. A 3-run shot here from Royce Lewis, and this game is back. All right, wild pitch scores 1. Very good there. Come on, Royce. There we go. He gets it down and right. Josh Bell scores, and it is a 6-4 ball game. Tying run at the plate. I am going to pinch hit for Soto. We're going to give Cody Clemens the bat. They bring in a lefty. Clemens grounds it into short. Down he goes. All right. Well, we made the game interesting. We scored 4 runs. Cody Clemens will just stay in at second. And then Connor Prielipp, dude, you just got to get me 3 outs. Torkelson leadoff double. Y'all, my bullpen just can't handle this right now. Riley Green walks. I mean, Connor's just going to have to eat it. And I know this sucks, but like that's kind of where we're at. Jahmai Jones pops up. Wenzel Perez, swing and a miss. All right. Thank you, Connor Prielipp. I am going to get Cody Funderburk warming up in case we tie this ball game. But extra innings is the last thing we want. They bring in Will Vest for the save. Jeffers pops up in the slowest pop fly any of us have ever seen. Brooksley grounds out. All right, Byron Buxton is our last out. And he goes down looking. All right. Well, we lose 6-4. I think, we scored some runs there at the end to make it look competitive, but Joe Ryan got popped, and then I couldn't get the outs I wanted from Tapa or Prielipp. That is what it is. Cabrera signed with Winnipeg for $4,000 US. I would have given him like a $400,000 signing bonus. All right, my whole team's tired. Jeffers is tired, Buxton and Wallner. So, what do I want to do here? Let's do this. I'm going to have Austin Martin take. Yeah, Austin Martin is going to go to left. Trevor Larnach is going to take right. Or I could have Josh Bell take the outfield, but that sounds like a terrifying idea. Center field can be Outman. And then Cody Clemens is going to take second base, which this is a horrendous defensive lineup. Let's just get that objective truth out of the way. That's kind of where we're at right now. All right. Luke Keishel's leading off. Nah, he can hit second. I'll have Austin Martin leave off. How's Keichel done at first? Ooh, negative zone rating. That's not great. But he's learning, he's getting accustomed to it. All right, Bailey Ober is on the mound. I'm a little scared. I was right to be scared. Spencer Torkelson hit a leadoff home run, and the Tigers already up 1-0. Nothing for either team in the second. Runners at the corners. Kerry Carpenter, don't break my heart. He did not. Instead, he hits into a double play. Thank you, Carp. Appreciate it. Nothing for us in the third also. Yeah, that's the other thing. We're playing like, I could argue, 3 backups and a couple guys out of position. So It's a pretty scrappy lineup for us as Austin Martin goes down. Luke Keeschel goes down. Will Cody Clemens make it 3 for 3? Yes, he will. The fact that Cody Clemens is like a starter for the Twins is kind of insane. All right, Bailey, give me the fifth. Good man. Nothing for us in the fifth. Kerry Carpenter's aboard. Let's see if we can get Parker Meadows. The pitch hits it to center. Outman is there and caught. Very good outing from Bailey Ober. His day is definitely done. 97 pitches. We'll get Cody Funderburk warming up. Very good from Bailey Ober. He has gotten 0 run support today. Caratini just swung on a 3-1 pitch and hit it right to Javi Baez. Outman walks. What is Dingler's arm in this game? 65. We will not be running. Austin Martin swing and a miss. Luke Keeschel hits it up to left, but that's going to be caught. All right. We go to the 7th. Thank you, Bailey Ober, for your service. 6 brilliant innings. Can't wait to see how our bullpen implodes. And just like that, Javi Baez is on second, and Torque has been walked. And a balk advances them both, folks. Oh, my God. He walked Jahmai Jones. Riley Green swinging a miss. That's huge. Austin Slater DHing. Hits it to short. Brooks Lee allegedly beats Jahmai Jones to the bag, though by that animation, he was out by a landslide. All right, Trevor Larnach is aboard. Josh Bell is going to get the bat. Like, I need him to start hitting. So, like, at a certain point, he just needs the at-bats. But the fact that right now he's an automatic out is very grim. Royce Lewis grounds out, so we cannot score the man. I'm going to actually let Funderburk face McKinstry. All right, he gets the out. That'll make my life a little easier now. Ryan Burr can come in to face Dylan Dingler. All right, grounds out. And Parker Meadows hit a solo shot, down 2-0 now. Nothing for us in the 8th. Bottom of the 9th beckons. Our 2-3-4 hitters against Will Vest. Luke Keeschel starts us off with a harmless grounder. Here's Cody Clemens. They walked him. So a home run ties us up. Trevor Larnach walked. Josh Bell. He has struggled mightily this season. But a home run shot here walks off the Tigers and changes the narrative. The pitch, the swing, and he popped it up foul. First base side, easily caught. Well, that brings us to Royce Lewis. Swings on a 3-1 pitch. It's back up the middle. Sprint. Bases are loaded. Brooks Lee. Do I want a pinch hitter here? I don't really think so. Brooks Lee's been pretty good contact-wise this year. I think we're going to let him in. Here we go. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. The stuff you dream of as a kid. Brooks Lee. The swing hits it up to center field, caught by Parker Meadows. That's your ball game. We fall 2-0. Josh Bell not making any friends here in Minnesota. Man. All right. We're going to sim game 3 with Simeon Woods Richardson on the mound. Looks like Taj Bradley picked up a bruised knee somehow. Said he got injured today. I mean, it doesn't affect his throwing, so I honestly don't care. So we're gonna sim the finale against the Tigers. We drop it 4-8. Brooks Lee, Josh Bell had a home run. Simeon Woods Richardson got popped. Andrew Chafin also got hit quite a bit. Not great. Yeah, Simeon Woods Richardson has been tad shaky thus far. 3 home runs for Riley Green. Fair enough, dude. Yeah, I mean, I think Luli Cabrera would be pretty good. Here's a question. Yeah, so I could get him for 250,000, but the question is, when I purchase him, does that make him a major leaguer? I assume it would, which is not what we need. So, all right, very disappointing series against the Tigers. We take game 1, but then lose the next 3. We're going to go on to game 1 against the Blue Jays with Taj Bradley and a bruised knee on the mound. Yeah, it looks like Cody Clemens is going to DH. That's fine. Actually, I lied. I'm going to give Luke Keeschel the day off. Cody Clemens is going to take first, and I'm going to have him bat second. And then Vic Caratini is going to bat 7th, and he's going to DH. I think that is my current plan. Let's rock and roll. Trey Yesavage on the mound. What a wild story for him last season, huh? Started in single A, ends up starting with the World Series. Like, come on. You can't write that. Buxton's on second. Wallner gets it down to the wall. That should easily score Byron. Very good, very good, very good. Swing and a miss from Trevor Larnach. Yeah, Royce Lewis gets it down. Run, Royce. Nope. All right, Taj Bradley. I know your knee is bruised, but I believe in you. Nah, Blue Jays score a run. Take the pitch. Nah. 2-2 count. Come on, Vic. Ground to the third. That helps no one. And Austin Martin, the softest of grounders. Nothing doing there. All right. Nothing for the Blue Jays in the second. Buxton is aboard. Byron Buxton, he just gets on base, folks. Trevor Larnach grounds the short. Nothing doing there. All right. Hey, come on, Taj. Ooh, George Springer with an RBI double. Darton Varsho tries to make it more. He cannot. All right, we're down 2-1. Nothing doing for us in the fourth, and runners at the corners for Ernie Clement. Grounds to third, only plays at first, allegedly. I feel he could have gone home there and we could have had some fun. But, I'll take what I can get. Nathan Lukes. Very, very good. Andres Jimenez hits it to short. Down he goes. All right. I mean, runners at the corners and no outs. You only get one run. I think the defense is more happy about that. Nothing for our offense, though, in the fifth. Blue Jays add another and another as Taj Bradley implodes. Man, I left him in too long. I'm leaving my starters in too long. I'm getting punished for it more in this game than I would the last one. Oh, brother. It looks like they're getting to Cole Sands. Vladdy lines out. Very good from Buxton there. George Springer, though, gets it down. That's going to score a sixth. For those who caught last episode, what I said during the Orioles series was I don't know if our offense is really, really good or the Orioles pitching staff is really, really bad. I think we're unfortunately learning it might have been the Orioles pitching staff been very, very bad. But we shall see. Andres Jimenez up to add some insurance runs. Hits it up to center. Buxton is there, no issue. All right, top of the ninth. We need to score 5 unanswered. Royce Lewis is aboard. Brooks Lee hits it into center. Gonna be caught. Nothing for Royce Lewis. Ryan Jeffers, our last out. All right, we lose 6-1. I mean, I left Taj Bradley in for like 2 hitters too long. But even then, we still lose. Our bats have just completely collapsed. We left 14 men on as a unit. Not good. I mean, I was playing a few backups, but still, that's no excuse. Oh! Bailey Ober diagnosed with a torn labrum. He is out 4 months. When did that happen? He didn't have an injury designation. Oh, boy. All right. So Bailey Ober to the 60-day IL. 4 months. I mean, he'll be back in August, but that really hurts. Man, he had a good start against the Tigers, too. Okay, so suddenly we're down a starter. And we don't have really anyone in AAA that I think could do it. How's Kendry been doing in AAA this year? Oh, dear God. All right, how's Mick Abel been doing? Mick Abel's been doing pretty good. But my concern is that, you know, he's just not quite ready to be the guy for us in the majors. But the other option is I acquire someone. Let us peruse the trade block for starting pitching. Luis Severino and Jeffrey Springs are my only 2 options. Well, that's just bad. Yeah, Severino doesn't really move the needle, and Jeffrey Springs is just expensive. I mean, it might be worth it to go take a look at Mick Abel, give him some run. But I mean, my main fear is he's just not quite ready, and also his stamina is a 45. I could abandon the Connor Prelip reliever experiment and move him to a starter. He is not upset about his role, but he wants to be a starter. I mean, if I move him to a starter, his stuff does fall off quite a bit. I think I'm going to keep him a reliever. I think I'm more committed to that experiment than anything else. Oh boy. You know what? Let's give Mick Abel some run. Let's do it. We're going to get him in here. He should be ready to make that start. Man, that's rough. Oh, a freak accident. The injury occurred while getting beamed during batting practice. So, because he's a pitcher, that means whoever he was pitching to in batting practice just lined the ball right back to his face. Neat. I'm going to sim the second game of the Blue Jay series with Zebby Matthews on the mound. It has to create all the pictures for the draft pool. All right, this sim might take a second. Because I want to try to do more face gen. Back in Out of the Park 26, I didn't do much of it because it just slowed things down like this. But I think we will try to keep it in. Casey Stengel sent Warren Spahn to the minors in 42 when he refused to throw at Pee Wee Reese during an exhibition game. Good on you. Why you? Oh, wait. Throw to as in throw at him or throw to as in like he did not want to pitch to him? There's two different connotations there. All right. We won the game I simmed 6-4. Trevor Larnach had a home run, couple hit day for a lot of guys. Looks like Caratini was catching, Clemens was DH. Zebby did okay. Funderburk and Rogers both gave up some runs. I mean, that is Taylor Rogers' third save. So, I mean, if he can have like 20 saves by the time we get close to the trade deadline and he's still pitching well, I think he could have really good trade value for us. That's the goal. Draft pool, excuse me, is revealed. Jackson Flora, obviously number one guy out of college. We'll see. Rookie draft, please. Where do we pick? We pick third. Well, ain't that nothing but a thing? How many players are there total in this list? 1,306. Neat. All right. So I'm just gonna go no from you. Does that not work anymore? Oh, it doesn't. That's frustrating. Let's look at the guys whose potential is at least a 60, please. How many is that? 56. Much more manageable. All right, let's request a scouting report on all those top guys. Get that party moving. All right, let us rock and roll with the finale against the Blue Jays. Trevor Larnach is tired, so Outman's just going to come in and take left. Brooks Lee. He's done a lot better batting ninth than he has eighth. So I'm going to have him bat ninth. Outman can bat sixth. Austin Martin can bat seventh. Yada, yada, yada. Nothing too crazy there. All right, Joe Ryan on the mound. I think winning this series against the Blue Jays will make me a very happy man. There we go. Josh Bell with a leadoff double. You don't see those every day. Wild pitch advances him to third. All right, let's go, Royce. They walk him. Fair enough. Swing and a miss from Outman. Swing and a miss from Austin Martin. And Ryan Jeffers pops it up. We had a man on third with no outs. Cannot score him. Unbelievable. Uh-oh. You got this, Joe. Very good. Royce Lewis is aboard. Come on, Outman. Grounds out to first. James Outman really needs to start hitting the ball better because I got a lot of outfielders in AAA that could take his spot. Nothing for us in the fourth or the fifth. Mr. Lukes. Welp gets aboard with an error. The throw is off target, so they gave the error to Joe Ryan. Clement goes down swinging. That's big. Heineman, not to be confused with Jamie of Mythbusters fame. All right, we got the double play. That'll do. Joe Ryan is on 87 pitches. I am going to bring him out for the sixth, though. Upton K's. As does Luke Keeschel. Matt Walton, you're my last hope. Well, you know what? I will take the slow chopper. Come on, Josh. All right, and they walk Josh Bell, Royce Lewis, 2 men on. Hits it into center. That gets down. 1 run will score, and our first run in the game in the top of the 6th inning. And Outman grounds out. Man. I might start just throwing Austin Martin into left in those situations and accepting the fact that we're just going to be bad defensively. All right, Connor Prelip's going to warm up. Let's see if we can get Andres Jimenez. And we do. Davis Schneider, you better or worse against lefties? You are better against lefties. So I'm going to leave Joe Ryan in to face him. He hits it deep to right. That is caught. I'll let him face Vladdy. Let's see what he's got. Full count. Swing and a miss. Joe Ryan strikes him out. Beautiful start from our ace. No run support for us. Yeah, actually, since it is the 7th, let's get Andrew Chafin in. Clean inning of work. We love that. He's at 11 pitches, so I think I'll leave him in for the bottom of the 8th because I do have to save arms at some point. Luke Keeschel gets aboard. Very good, sir. And Matt Wallner pops up foul. Not great. What is Heineman's arm? 65. Don't think we'll be running. Josh Bell strikes out on 3 pitches. There we go. Royce Lewis gets it down. Hey, I'm saying, if Royce Lewis can hit like this, could have something going. The average velo is in the 91st percentile right now. All right. I am gonna pinch hit here. We're gonna have Cody Clemens get the bat for Outman. Clemens hits it into center. That's down. Run like the wind, Keishel. And he's in. 2-0 ball game. Austin Martin up now. Hits it to second. Fielder's choice. Nothing doing. All right. Austin Martin is going to go to left. Cody Clemens will go to second because I don't want to bring Soto in this situation because I don't want to risk losing Cody Clemens' bat if this game takes longer than we think it will. I'm going to get Cole Sands warming up. But ideally, if Chafin can get me 2 outs, I'll be a happy man. Lukes flies out to left. Let's see if he can get Ernie Clement. Soft grounder up the middle. This is usually a safe. Nope, he is out. Great move from Chafin. Heineman, you better worse against lefties. You are much better against lefties. All right, that's going to be it for Chafin then. Yeah, we're going to bring in Cole Sands to face Heineman. Get to third. Easy throw. All right. Some insurance runs would be nice. Brooks Lee and Byron Buxton are both aboard. Let's go. Luke Keishel. Bang. Hits it into right. That's down. Party time. 1 run scores. 3-0 ball game. Here's Matt Wallner. Well, fair. Do I want? You know what, Josh Bell? I believe in you. And he grounds out to first. Man, it is just. It's hard on occasion to keep sending Josh Bell out there. All right, Cole Sands for the save situation. Both Andres Jimenez and RJ Schreck are aboard with Vladdy up to the bait, and he hits it into left. It's down. Oh, brother. Bases loaded, 0 outs. And I have no one else. So Cole Sands is going to have to do it. He walks in a run. Dalton Varsho strikes out. Okay. Everybody calm. I mean, I say I have no one else. I could throw Connor Prelip in there. Addy Barger, are you better or worse against lefties? You are worse. All right. So Cole Sands' day is done. We're going Connor Prelip to face Addison Barger. Here we go. Bases loaded. The pitch. Pops it up into the infield. Brooks Lee is there. Easy. Here we go. Alejandro Kirk pinch hitting. The pitch. Hits it into center. Flying out to Buxton. We win 3-1. Wait. Wee. Royce Lewis had 3 hits. Very happy with him. Pitching staff did really good. Obviously, Cole Sands got hit a bit there in the end, but Prelip came in, got a save. As you do. We got a nice achievement for a good measure. All righty. Let us advance the day. Scouting assignment from Cuba. Holy mackerel. What's his rating if I were to throw him in rookie ball right now? I mean, He's 16 years old. I'm putting him in the DSL. Uh, I'm gonna move him to, let's just call it right field. I mean, he looks really good. I'm gonna request a scouting report. Look at that specimen. Very good find in Cuba. All right, Red Sox now. Mick Abel, Twins pitching prospect, is going to get some run. Here we go. I'm not scared at all. Ooh, Brooks Lee and Byron Buxton retired. That's not good. How do I want to do this? I think Austin Martin to lead off, Keishel, Wallner, Larnick, Royce Lewis bats fifth, Carantini six, Soto seven, Jeffers, and Outman. So my bench right now is Cody Clemens and Josh Bell. Just slightly terrifying. Actually, here, Ryan Jeffers is cold. I'm going to give him the day off. Carantini can catch. Cody Clemens can DH and bat sixth. All righty. Mick Abel on the mound against the Red Sox. And Trevor Story hits a solo home run off of him. Welcome to the majors, kid. Oh, no. Well, in the second game of the season, our starting second baseman got hurt. And in the third week of the season, our backup second baseman, who became the starter, just got hurt also. That's a problem. I think the cleanest solution is Brooks Lee is going to have to play tired. The other alternative is literally I burn my DH, and I don't think that's worth it. So, well, we may need to take a look at the waiver wire or the trade block because we may be in need of a second baseman or a first baseman. This might be a time where we move Luke Keishel to second and kind of press pause on our first base experiment. Wellner got an RBI while I was talking. Thank you, sir. Trevor Larnett gets it down. Let's go. Let's keep it moving. Did he get there? Did he make it to third? He made it to third. Runners at the corners. One out. Royce Lewis hits it deep. Wow. Wow. That thing looked like it was shot out of a howitzer and was going to reach the sun. And instead, it made it 200 feet. Like, I'm watching the stream delay. That thing looked like it was headed for the Upper Peninsula. All right. So Soto is going to slide over to second. Brooks Lee is going to take short. I am now down to essentially one defensive sub, and it is my catcher. Oh, the Red Sox have gotten 5 runs on Mick Abel already. Oh, this could be a long game. Vic Caratini solo shot. Good on him. Oh, boy. Mick Abel's hurt. Back spasms for a week. Well, that sucks. All right. David Festa is going to have to take it, and I'm going to need like 2 innings, dude. All right. He gets me the 4th clean. Can I get the 5th? Yes, sir. How many pitches is he on? 33. Yeah, that's probably it for him. Let's get Funderburk warming up here. Actually, I'll let him face Christian Campbell and then maybe Marcelo Meyer. All right, he struck out Campbell. I'll let him face Marcelo. There we go. All right, that will be it for Festa. He gave me 3 innings, no hits, no earned runs, a walk, 4 Ks. That is insanely clutch. All right, anything from our lineup? Royce Lewis is on second. Come on, Soto. He hits it to right. Easily caught, though. That does advance Royce Lewis. All right, a line drive scores him. Here's Carantini. Or, alternatively, a wild pitch scores him. It is a 1-run game. I'm going to have Vic just take a couple pitches. That one looked like it hit him. Like it looked like it bounced off his elbow. That one looked like it hit him also, but fair enough. All right, here's Outman. Rifles it down the right field line. That'll get down. Carantini goes to third. Outman has it. He's going home. The relay throw was sent randomly, and we have a tie ball game. Very good from Outman there. That's nice to see. Brooksley lines out to end the inning, but we have tied it up. I'm going to get Justin Tapa warming up in case there's trouble. Leadoff double, and then a walk to Roman Anthony might count as trouble. There we go. Nice double play ball, and we get it. Well done there. Let's get Justin Tapa in to face IKF. Hits it into right. Red Sox take the lead. Tristan Casas grounds out to the inning. The Red Sox were on my short list of teams to do a rebuild of, but I looked at their team, and to be blunt, they're just like too good. Like if you look at a lot of their ratings, like they're probably a top 10 team. And I would have longer rebuild. 2-run shot from Matt Wallner. We have the lead. Scenes. Clean 8 from Justin Tapa. Any insurance runs? Soto is on second. So I think the 3 teams on my initial list were the Nationals, the Twins, and the Angels. Oh, fly out. Nationals, I did a save with them, not on the channel, but in a recent Out of the Park baseball. So I didn't want to, do another one with a lot of the same players. Let's get Taylor Rogers in for the save. Mickey Gasper, the pinch hitter. Gasper hits it up to center, but that's easily caught by Outman. Now, I think the Angels are an interesting team. I think there will be a fun team to rebuild because, the idea is always attractive of can you get Mike Trout a ring before he retires? Because it looks like the odds of that happening in real life are slim. Roman Anthony strikes out, and we win. We were down 5-1 in the second inning, and we come back, win the ball game. Vic Caratini, Matt Wallner with some home runs. Very nice work from the bullpen after Mick Abel got hurt. I didn't notice that Lewis had the error. All right, so Austin Martin is done for 5 weeks, which isn't great. I mean, he cooled off immensely from his relatively hot start, but that does now leave me with just a depleted infield. I just make Cody Clemens my second baseman because I like Soto a lot. I don't know if I like him enough to have him be that guy. All right, it's not a throwing issue for him. So triple A wise, I think Culpepper could be the move if I think he's ready for the majors. Could call him up, get him some run. However, also my AAA infield is a little crowded. Oh, that's because Ryan Kreidler is in AA for some reason. Silliness. It's actually silly. It's the fact that Ryan Kreidler was on not one, but two back-to-back opening day Tigers teams in 2024 and 2025. I don't know. I will never know why. I think, let's see what we got in Kalen Culpepper. Let's give him some run at second base. Let's see. Is he still tired tomorrow? Nope, he's all good. Let's give Culpepper some run. He is a 71st top prospect in baseball. Where is he on our team? He is fifth. Fifth prospect. Let's give him some run. I don't care much if the power is real or not. I really do, though, want to make sure that eye is good. So Culpepper is going to become our starting second base and backup shortstop. I think he's got the ratings for it, which is good. That does mean, Cody Clemens is going to stick on the bench, which is a little rough, but what can you do? All right, let's just get right into the next game. Simeon Woods Richardson on the mound. Yeah, Brooks Lee is tired. So actually here, let's have Soto take second, or excuse me, take short. Culpepper can bat seventh. I'm going to move Jeffers up in the batting order a little bit. Let's see if that gets him going. Outman can bat ninth. Is Royce Lewis tired at all? He's at 90. I'd rather let him play. I'm not trying to have an entire backup infield in there. All right, here we go. Game 2, Simeon Woods Richardson on the mound, looking to redeem himself. He got out of the jam. We like that. He's got himself in another one, and he's gotten shelled. 4 runs have scored. Someone might have to talk me out of preemptively trading Simeon Woods Richardson. Because I don't really see the benefit of sending him to AAA. So I think it's either we keep pitching him to see if he can unlock something, or we trade him and try to upgrade. Because, man, I can't keep watching this guy struggle like this. Here's Wilyer Abreu. Hits it up the middle. Simeon's there. Got it. Okay. That could have been a lot worse. I know that's not the greatest bar in the history of the world. Meanwhile, Josh Bell continues to be unable to hit the baseball. Sonny Gray is tearing through us like he's Yankees Sonny Gray. Or not Yankees, Athletics. My mistake. Apologies to Sonny Gray. Jeffers grounds out. All right, Simeon, give me the third. Good man. All right, Kalen Culpepper. MLB debut is first at bat against Sonny Gray. He's swinging on the first pitch. It's a grounder to second. Down he goes. Welcome to the majors, kid. Soto walks. Outman walks. All right, we got something going here. Byron Buxton at the dish. Hits it up to center. That's going to be caught. Runners will hold. Luke Keeschel gets it through, though. That ball glided in midair. That elevation did just never changed. Trevor Lardick hits it back to the pitcher, and he is thrown out. We have a chance to do damage. Nothing doing. All right, that's going to be it for Simeon. Actually, is Rafaela better or worse against lefties? He is better against lefties. All right, Simeon, get Rafael. Let's go. Swing and a miss. He got the swing and a miss. No issue with the drop third strike. All right. We're going pre-lip to face Wilyer Abreu. Hits it up. Easily caught. Thank you, Culpepper. All right. Once again, that could have been a lot worse. Josh Bell, I believe in you. I said I would give Josh Bell like 2 to 3 months, but like he is an automatic out at this point. Culpepper pops it up. Nothing doing there. Nothing for us in the rest of the fifth. Pre-lips having trouble. Rafaela hits it to right, and that is down. Both runs are going to score. The Connor Prelip reliever experiment is just not working. Wilyer Abreu grounds out the end of the inning. It's just insane how bad he is. Which I know that sounds kind of mean, but like he has the stuff. He should be doing better. Royce Lewis, 2 men on? Nope. What about Ryan Jeffers with 2 men on? Hits it up to left. Caught at the warning track. All right. Prelip, get one more out for Pride. All right, he got Tristan Casas swinging at least. Let's bring in Ryan Burr for the rest of the seventh. Clean from him. Culpepper. 3-1 count. Swings it. Slow chopper to second, and he is safe without a throw. Very good from Culpepper. Culpepper also has some good speed. I think I'm just going to leave that scoring thing. Just get rid of it. I just hate that it's blocked. Oh, they picked him off. Well, welcome to the majors, kid. Clean 8. Very good. We'll bring Chafin on for the 9th. Thank you, Ryan Burr. Clean 9th. Nothing for us. We get shut out 6-0. Only 4 hits on the day. Left 11 men on. Simeon Woods Richardson did terribly. Connor Prelip got popped again. His ERA is still an 8. Man, that day off cannot come soon enough. That rumor demand says $10 million. That says $10 million. All right. Let's have Cody Clemens in at third. Yeah. I think at this point, like Josh Bell's just gotta turn it around. All right, Taj Bradley healthy now. No longer suffering the injury. Clean through 2 so far. Josh Bell and Clemens are aboard. Brooks Lee hits it up to left. Easily caught, though. Nothing doing there. Mon Jeffers. Oh, boy. All right. To the third. Clean from Taj. Culpepper hits it into center, and it's down. Very good. That'll play. First major league hit for the kid. The future is bright. The double play is unfortunate. To the fourth. Come on, Taj. Clean again. Matt Wallner is aboard on second. Trevor Larnach hits it in right to the first baseman, Tristan Casas. Josh Bell does ground out, but it advances the runner. All right, Cody Clemens, what do you got for me? Swing and a miss. All right. Runner is aboard. Let's see if we can get the bottom of the order here. Christian Campbell. Nope. Laser into right field. Runners at the corners. Marcelo Meyer walked him. That'll be it for Taj Bradley. Bases loaded. Cody Funderburk, don't let me down. Clean. Look at our boy. Carlos Narvaez grounds into a double play. That'll do. Trevor Story flies out. Well done. Nothing in the fifth. Oh, runners at the corners against Funderburk. Tristan Casas ruins my day. Hits the line drive to center. Red Sox are on the board. All right. Let's get Cole Sands warming up. Duran will be the last batter Funderburk faces. The throw home there was bold. Red Sox tack on 3 more. Goodness gracious. But then we score 3 of our own. Cody Clemens hit a double, scoring Larnach and Josh Bell. Matt Wallner had a home run. Very good. There we go. Clean 7th from Cole. We'll get Chafin for the 8th. Wallner strikes out. Tell him, stop me if you heard that one before. See if we can get Wilyer Abreu. And we do. All right. Andrew Chafin for the rest of the 8th. I'm not worried. Clean. Solo shot from Larnach. We've cut it to a 1-score game. Chafin is getting fatigued. Well, gonna be honest. I kind of like it if he could just get the outs here. Never mind. Nope, that's caught. Man, the ball looks like it's going 600 feet into a different state. And instead it drops like 200 feet. There we go. All right, Chafin gets the K. Here we go. Down by 1, bottom of the 9th. Aroldis Chapman in to face Culpepper. And they walked him. All right, Buxton. Wild pitch. Culpepper is on second. Here we go. Full count. Swing and a miss. Luke Keeschel hits it down to short. That will advance Culpepper. And now in steps Matt Wallner, the final out. Runner on third. And Wallner strikes out. Man, that's disappointing. But hey, Culpepper did well. Yeah, Funderburk just got obliterated. Taj Bradley did okay, but he needed 76 pitches. And I know I left him in for a bit of the 5th where he allowed 3 straight base runners, but like, come on, man. All right, we have no game today, which is huge. Yeah, not a great series. But hey, I mean, game 3 was close. Game 2, they just completely destroyed us. Okay, let's take a hard look at Ryan Jeffers right now. So He has just under 50 at bats. He has 9 hits, a double, a triple, 1 home run. Currently has a 184 batting average. Defensively, he has a negative frame. Run thrown out of 23%, which is fine. Yeah, it's not great. And I mean, Carantini has done better because literally anything is better. But I don't know if I'm in the camp yet. Let me look at the splits. Wow, we have like no one who's done well against lefties. Like Buxton, Larnick, end of list. Maybe Brooksley if you want to be nice, but that seems to be our kryptonite against lefties. And yeah, Jeffers just is struggling mightily. But we're not going to move off of him, obviously. At least not right now. All right. We are going to sim game 1 of the Red Series with Zebby Matthews on the mound. We win 7-3. There we go. Jeffers got 2 runs and a hit. Culpepper with a triple. Folks, has our future second baseman arrived on the scene? Larnick had 3 hits. Happy with that. Buxton had a homer. Zebby did pretty good pitching wise. Burr, Sands, Rogers. I'll tell you what, our free agent signing of Ryan Burr, it's turned out pretty good. 11 innings, sub-1 whip. He's striking out 15 guys per 9, 250 BABIP. He looks like a pretty good reliever. And he's only 31, so if he plays, he's got to be 32. So if he does really well, could come back next year. All right, looks like we're getting all the scouting reports for the draft guys, of which there is a legion. Yeah, I'll leave him at 54. All right, game 2 against the Reds. Joe Ryan is going to take the mound. I am going to give Culpepper the day off. At least I'm going to try to. There we go. Soto can take second. And we just had a day off, so nobody should be that tired. Cody Clemens will DH. Let's rock and roll. There we go. Leadoff double from Buxton. Back in business and ain't it grand? Wild pitch advances the man. So Luke. There we go. Keishel gets it through. Easy score. Very good, very good, very good. Strikeout from 1. Larnick is hit. Please don't be hurt. Thank you. Royce Lewis swings on the 3-1 pitch and flies out to right. Useless. Cody Clemens, chance to be a little bit of a hero here. Hits it to left and caught at the warning track. All right, well, we score 1. Really should have been more, though. But, beggars, choosers. Oh, the Reds add 3. And then a 2-run shot from Matt Wallner. We're cooking. Joe Ryan is already getting tired, and it's the 4th inning. I'm going to choose to ignore this fact. Cody Clemens gets it down. Let's go. I think I would like, I like Cody Clemens as a utility backup guy. I just don't think his bat is that good enough to justify an everyday spot. However, he does have power, and that's something that we're kind of lacking at the moment, especially with Josh Bell struggling as he is. So might not be a bad idea to get him some more DH appearances. All right, Joe, can you give me the fifth? Good man. That's probably his day done. Yeah, he's at 98 pitches. All right, that's it for our ace. We'll get David. Yeah, we'll get David Festa going. Nothing for us in the fifth. Come on, Festa. There we go. He gets me the sixth. Clean. What about the seventh? And the seventh. Very good. I'm gonna pinch hit here. We're gonna have Culpepper get the bat for Soto. I just think Levon Soto is not an MLB bat, but he's a Culpepper to the wall. Look at my boy. Yeah, but I mean, he's a backup infielder and he's good enough defensively that he can get the reps until Gio Urshela and Austin Martin get back. And the fog has rolled in. Or rain, excuse me. Okay, so because the rain delay, so officially this is rain, which I guess it just looks like fog to me. And I get it, like the game engine is not such that they're going to be able to have like moving weather because, let's be frank, look at the graphics. Like the graphics should have been upgraded long ago, but we've seen what happened with Football Manager when they tried to update the graphics. They had to skip an entire game, and FM26 is a disaster. So, what can you do? Byron Buxton with an RBI single. The lead is ours. A walk for Luke Keeschel, and bases loaded, red hot. Matt Wallner, the pitch, the swing, and it's a soft grounder back to the pitcher that will unfortunately get Brooks Lee out at home. So, yeah, I mean, as Trevor Larnett gets it down, that should score two. I would like the graphics out of the Park Baseball to be better. Um, the excuse that it's a simulator game and people don't play the game for the graphics is irrelevant. Like there have been almost 30 out of the park baseballs at this point. The graphics should be better than they are, especially when the improvements year to year are objectively very marginal and don't change the game that much. You have the opportunity to improve graphics in a very good way. Justin Tapa gave up a run. It's fine. No insurance runs for us. All right. Taylor Rogers is coming in for the save. And he gets it clean. We beat the Reds 6-4. Very good game. Joe Ryan did okay. I think the hits are a legitimate issue. I'll have to check what his whip is. Festa, 2 clean innings. Rogers gets another save, which I like. What is Joe Ryan's whip right now? It's a 109. Yeah, I mean, Joe Ryan's done really well. The ERA is just ugly. So, like, yeah, his expected ERA is a 2.4. And his ERA is a 5.06. So, need I say more? Probably should. More scouting profiles, yada, yada, yada. All right, let's play game 3 against the Reds. Mick Abel on the mound. Yeah, everyone should be pretty good fitness-wise. See if Ryan Jeffers can hit out of this slump he's found himself in. Oscar Mercado, hello there. How did you end up with the Reds? Answer, you were a minor league. Wait a minute. So the Diamondbacks cut him. The Reds signed him to a minor league deal. But that was after the Phillies had, I don't know. Listen, the man has had a wild 6 months. All right, Mick Abel, we're looking for a good start here. Clean first inning. If I just don't click okay, can we just ignore that that happened? Bruised toe, we're okay. Everyone exhale. Man. All right. Cody Clemens is going to come in to take first, obviously. Oh, man. We scored 7 runs. All right, let's take a quick look at how that happened. So Buxton's Cade. Luke Keeschel hit a double and hurt himself. Wallner walked. Larnick walked. Josh Bell walked. Royce Lewis singled, scoring 1. Culpepper flew out. Jeffers hit a single, scoring 1. Brooks Lee, grand slam home run. Shame I missed it. Buxton walked and Clemens flew out. Look at Brooks Lee with the grand slam. Well, that'll play. All right, Mick, you have all the run support in the world. Just gave up 2 runs. It's fine. Brandon Williamson's ERA was an 81. Good Lord. Oh, it's down. He couldn't get to it. Oh, no. Oh, poor Mercado. Signed off the street literally last week. Went for the dive, didn't get it. Michael Toglia in right field. Listen, Reds. As a former Colorado Rockies rebuild enthusiast, let me tell you, he is only a first baseman. Let me put you on. It's a shame Toglia did bad in real life. In my save, he was a really good first baseman for us for the first couple years. And then, we all know what happened after that. All right, here's Culpepper. Grounds out to short there, but we get some insurance runs, which it looks like Mick Abel is going to need. There we go. No runs there. Brooks Lee is aboard. Buxton K's. Cody Clemens is aboard from the error. Oh, infield a hit. Ellie does not get the error. Wallner gets it through. Folks, we're on pace to score 30 runs in this game. I doubt we'll get close, but you never know. Here's Larnick. And he hits it up to right. Doesn't look like it has the distance. Come on, Mick. Oh, boy. 4th inning struggle. I want to see him get out of it. He struck out Michael Toglia, as many pitchers have done. Brian Hayes, though, gets a piece of one to center. Buxton's there. No issue. Very good. Nothing for us in the 4th. All right, we're going to get Prelip ready. Let's see if Mick can get me a couple outs here. And Mercado hits it to left. Easy out there. Nothing doing. McLean walks. All right, that's it for Mick. We'll get Prelip in to face Ellie, who just switched over to the right side. Bold. Walked him. You know what, Connor? I believe in you. See? No runs scored. We're fine. There we go. 2 on for Matt Wallner. Struck out. Killing me. Nah, it's too early to pinch hit. Right now, I'm still going for all the runs I can get. Too early to pinch hit. Josh Bell hits it up the middle. Can't beat it out. Down he goes. Come on, Prelip. I think unfortunately Prelip is falling under the category where I just fundamentally don't get why he's struggling. because his stuff is good. He doesn't have really any control issues. He should be doing better than this. He gets Hayes to fly out. No throw in. All right, let's see if he can get Mercado and get out of the jam. Mercado hits it to first. Cody Clemens is there. The relay. Cody Clemens has the error. And because of that, all 3 runs scored. Brother. Nothing for us there. Clean 7th. Thank you, sir. Let's get who I want. Chafin Warman. Ideally, though, I'd like for Funky Town to just get the entire inning. There we go. Actually, I lied. I'm just going to get Chafin in now to face Toglia. Clean. All right. Let's make some subs here. I'll give James Outman the bat. At least I'll try to. For Matt Wallner. There we go. Him and Larnach are aboard. Josh Bell, I need to get ABs. So he's staying in. Oh, they hit him. Rude. That felt personal. Royce Lewis can stay in. And he walked him. Insurance runs for us. Culpepper obviously staying in. Hits it to short. They get the run at home. So Larnach goes down. We'll pinch hit here. Carantini can pick up the bat. 1 for 1 as a pinch hitter. Now he's 1 for 2. And then Brooks Lee has a 4 for 4 day. Well done there, sir. But we're going to bring in Livan Soto. Hits it up to right, but that's going to be caught. All right. We get an insurance run. So defensively, Outman's going to right. Carantini to catch. Soto to short. Ideally, Andrew Chafin can just get me the ninth. And he does. Very good. All right, we win 11-6. Brilliant first inning. Annoying, very annoying error from Cody Clemens in that 6th inning. The only reason the game was somewhat close for a second was that. Got a couple achievements to our name. Player of the Week winner for Matt Wallner. Happy for him. Very good. 11 runs, 3 homers. Wait, no, excuse me. 11 RBIs, 3 homers, 4 runs. Very good. Youngest players in the Midwest League. That's high A. Why do I care? I'm not going to question it. All right, we have an off day, which is good because Luke Keeschel picked up that little day-to-day injury. Yeah, so he's fully back and good to go, which is awesome. He's starting to get better at first base. His rating has increased to a 50. His zone rating is still barely above 0, which is a little annoying, but what can you do? Okay. Oh, brother. The Mets are in town. I think I'm going to sim game 1 and play games 2 and 3. Oh, we lose 0-2. Yikes. Only 3 hits, of which Larnach had 2 of them. Simeon Woods Richardson pitches pretty well. Thunderbird gave up a run. I should just call him Thunderbird. That should be the nickname. 0-2 is rough. All right, let's go into game 2. I nearly clicked on the Mets there. All right, I think we're going to give Josh Bell a day off Cody Clemens can DH. Everything else is as is. We got Taj Bradley on the mound. They have Clay Holmes, 33 years old, still slinging the ball around like a madman. All right, Wallner is aboard. Trevor Larnach hits it into left. Easy out, as they say. Nothing in the first or the second for either team. Francisco Alvarez is aboard. Nelson Velasquez flies out to left. I have complete confidence. See? Never worried. Uh-oh. MJ Melendez is aboard. He's running on third, and he's there. If we can strike out Vientos, there we go. Here's Bo Bichette. Hits it into right. Caught by Wallner. We're okay. All right. Well, there we go. Royce Lewis solo shot. That'll play. How many pitches is Bradley on? 79. All right. I'll leave him in. We'll see what happens here. Matt Wallner with Buxton on second. Pops it up. Killing me. Killing me, Smalls. How's Luis Robert Jr. doing this season? Yeah, not great. Answer, unfortunately, not great. All right. Bottom of the sixth we go. I'm going to get Ryan Burr warming up. And Luis Robert is on second. Melendez attempts a bunt like a coward. Pops it up to shortstop. I will let Bradley face Lindor. I'm back in my starter. Hits it to second. The throw in time. Very good. Let's see if he can get Vientos to get out of the inning. He cannot. Vientos gets it down in center. All right. That'll be it for Bradley. I'm going right to Burr with Bichette on the mound. Or excuse on the mound. That would be a sight with Bichette at the plate. Hits it deep to right. Gets down at the warning track. That might score Vientos. It does not. All right. Jorge Polanco. Hit to first. And an error from Luke Keeschel, who I just said was getting better at first. Oh, the inning from hell is getting worse. And he hits Alvarez. Oh, well, this escalated quickly, huh? Simeon strikes out, but man. Errors galore. Cody Clemens is aboard. Here's Culpepper. No dice. I like how my original plan this season was for Gio Urshela and Austin Martin to platoon at second. And within a month, both men are just done. All right, good work from Burr. I'm going to get both Tapa and Sands warming, depending on if we score runs or not. We do not. So Tapa is going to come in. Sands can sit back down. Lindor is aboard. And Bichette has been walked. Hey, Cole, remember how I sat you down 2 seconds ago? You're in. Polanco hits it to Culpepper to second for one, first for two. Double play gets us out of the jam. Very good. All right, Taylor Rogers is warming up in case we tie or take the lead. Devin Williams for the save situation. Wallner goes down on strikes. Larnach gets it through into right field. We have a runner. Here's Cody Clemens. Pops it up to third. He goes down. Royce Lewis, our last out. Gets it into right also. That'll advance Larnach. The tying run, 90 feet away from home. Kalen Culpepper, the kid. The chance for glory. Swing and a miss. Losing a game 2-1 is my least favorite scoreline in baseball because it's just so infuriating. The error from Luke Keeschel killed us. Unfortunate. But I mean, you have 7 hits. Royce Lewis and Matt Wallner made up 4 of them. Disappointing we didn't win that game. Our offense now has scored 1 run in 2 games against the Mets. Let's see how we do in game 3. Clicked on New York again. I don't know why I keep doing that. I'm going to have Josh Bell DH. Luke Keeschel is going to get the day off. Cody Clemens is going to take first base. Everything else is fine. Let's rock. Zebby Matthews on the mound. David Peterson, and it's raining in New York. And the Mets are on the board already. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And they get another solo home run. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I think there's a lot of fun teams this year to rebuild. And I think especially because there's a lot of very young talent. Like, I mean, even the A's, right? I mean, there was about a 3-4 year stretch where the A's just had nothing to hang their hat on in terms of young stars or guys you think could contribute really well because they would just trade them all in a year. But they got Soderstrom, they got Nick Kurtz. They have a decent pitching staff. Obviously, it's hard to be high on Luis Severino, but, he does pitch for the Dominican national team, which isn't nothing. Culpepper flies out to center. And Jeffers hits in the fielder's choice. I'm also so glad that I did the Rockies rebuild last year instead of this year because, oh man, this year it would have been so much harder. I think the White Sox, had I not done like a White Sox rebuild like 2 out of the park baseballs ago, I would have maybe done them. Because having Murakami, I think, is just going to be so much fun. Like, the dude might hit 35 home runs and strike out. Never. It's a fun time. I'll leave in Zebby to face Vientos. I think he's got him. There we go. Swing and a miss. Let's see if he can get Bichette. That might be too greedy. We'll see. Hits it up to center. Buxton's there. Caught. Thank you, sir. All right. Pretty decent outing from Zebby. It seems like 6 innings and 3 runs is just about where we're at with him. He's bringing Festa for the 7th. Clean inning. Ryan Jeffers is at second. Let's bring him around. Brooks Lee. I feel like you could have made it to third there, Jeffers. Buxton flies out. Let's get Chafin Warman in case there's trouble. No trouble at all. And we lose 3-0. Well, in that entire series against the Mets, we scored 1 single run. 1. That is impressive. I think I'm going to move the lineup. I think I'm going to move the lineup a bit. I think Buxton at leadoff I like. I think Luke Keeschel at second I still like. I know he's in a cold streak right now, but I think I'd rather keep him right there. Royce Lewis, I'm going to move up to 5th. And then Josh Bell can go 6. Brooksley, I think, is doing pretty well batting 9th, which I'll take. And then Jeffers, I'll have bat 7th. I think I like that. I think I like that configuration a little bit more. In terms of lefty splits, I mean, no one's done really all that well against lefties, which is a problem. We don't have the biggest sample size, obviously, but still. Yeah, I think I am happy with the lineup so far. I think our big area of concern, and let me see. Yeah, I mean, we're 12th in home runs. Isn't great. I mean, Wallner has 7, Larnick has 5, but no one else is really doing that great power wise. Injury wise, we're getting Gio Urshela back in 1 to 2 weeks, Austin Martin a couple weeks after that. I think depending on how Culpepper is doing, he'll probably stay up. Soto will go down to AAA. And we'll just go from there, I think. It's my current plan. All right. Let us play the opener against the Rays with Joe Ryan on the mound. I'm going to give Jeffers the AB over Carantini here. Then just swap him and Culpepper there. All right. Let's rock and roll. Shane McClanahan on the mound for the Rays. I'm not worried. Like I should have been worried, but it's fine. I don't love, and maybe this is because of how I have the face gen settings. I don't love how the clearly it's coded in a way that the text will load in first and the pictures will have a delay. That's why, like, when the screen flips or something like Shane McClanahan, the box here will be dark and it will take a second to load. See if you can see it when whatever happens here resolves as Brooksley hits a ball all the way to the wall. That'll play. He's going for the triple. The throw, not in time. Very good. Yeah, but you can kind of see like this box is blank and it takes a second for the picture to load. I don't love that. I may have to tinker around with some settings to see if there's a way to get that clean. Luke Keeschel is hurt, or excuse me, is a hit. Don't be hurt was what I was trying to say, and I failed. Matt Wallner to the sky. 2-run home run for our right fielder. 382 feet. And Larnick strikes out swinging. Not much there for the lad. All right. Come on, Joe. Give me the third clean. Thank you, sir. Uh-oh. Aranda and Caminero are aboard. Big strikeout of Yandy Diaz there. Strikeout of Jake Fraley. Let's go. Justin Henry Malloy. Swing and a miss. The Tigers getting rid of Justin Henry Malloy, I think, was a bit surprising. I don't know how in the world he has this good of defensive rating. Maybe it's because my overall scouting is only average. These should be like 45s and like a 50. Like, he's just not that good defensively. But I am surprised they got rid of him when they did. But I also get it. Like, Jahmai Jones had over 1,000 OPS against lefties in real life last season. Like, come on. That's going to get you the benefit of the doubt every time. Buxton just swung at a pitch that was on the other side of the batter's box. Do you think you're Javi Baez? Hope not. Clean fifth from Joe Ryan. I think that'll pretty much be it for him. He's still in the green, but I think I'll sit him down. 11 Ks for him through 5 innings. Electric stuff. Connor Prelip has walked Caminero. And a wild pitch. Man. Maybe I should just make Connor Prelip a starter to save me from whatever is happening here. All right, he gets Yandy Diaz swinging. That's huge. Jake Fraley. Done. Very good there from Connor. He got out of the jam that he himself created, and he allows a leadoff double to J.M. Fair enough. Cedric Mullins grounds out. I'm fine if J.M. scores. But what we can't allow at this moment is a bajillion runners. Chandler Simpson. I really like Chandler Simpson. I think I like the speed. Really like the contact. This game, it looks like, is a little higher defensively on him than I think he is in real life, but what can you do? We'll get Chafin in for the 8th. And immediately, 2 runners are aboard. Caminero strikes out looking. That's massive. I'll let him face Yandy Diaz, but that might be it. Diaz gets it down. Oh, boy. What a throw. Electric from Buxton. And Gavin Lux is tagged out at home. Ryan Velade pops it up. Ooh, that could have been terrifying. But good work there from Chafin. No insurance runs for us. Let's get Cole Sands in there. Bottom of the Rays order. Justin Henry, and Chandler Sampson are aboard. Gavin Lux hits it to second. Culpepper's there. Got him. We take game 1. 4-0. Shared shutout for the team. Joe Ryan, Connor Prelip, Andrew Chafin, and Cole Sands. I mean, Joe Ryan, 5 innings, 3 hits, 11 Ks. Very good. We only had 4 hits on the day, but it translated to 4 runs. That's kind of crazy when you think about it. Very good for us. All right. Let us, first of all, how am I at with the scouting list? All right, we're at 15. So now let me look at the pool again. Let's clear. Yeah, clear that filter. I'm not going to need it again. Now potential, we're going to have between 50 and 55 so that I can get this medium group. It'll probably be a really big number. 99. All right. Let's add them to the list because the draft isn't until July. So I think as long as I just keep it up with trying to get some good scouts on these guys, we'll be in business. And realistically, I don't need to care about anyone with potential less than 50 because I only do like the first 10 or so rounds myself, and then I sim the rest. All right, let us sim game 2 with Mick Abel on the mound. We win it 3-0. Culpepper with a home run. Another combined shutout. This time it's Abel, Funderburk, Tapa, and Rogers. That's good from Mick Abel. It's very good. Happy with that. All right, let's sim game 3. Simeon Woods Richards. We win it 3-2. Byron Buxton hit a triple. Simeon Woods Richardson had a really good outing, 6 1/3, only allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 3 walks. Also only got 1K. His Ks per nine being a 7.4 right now is a little scary, but that's back-to-back really good outings from him. So I'm happy there. And Burr got hit a little. Cole Sands got the win and the blown save. But Rogers gets another save. He's up to 8. I mean, Rogers could be up with 20, 25 saves by the time it gets to the deadline. And if that's the case, there should be a really big market for him. Very good. Jake Giloff. Hello, my old friend. All right. Good series there against the Rays, obviously, getting the sweep. We swept the Reds, got swept by the Mets, swept the Rays. Very good. Very good. All right. Last, let's see. Yeah, so this will be the last series of the episode. Let's see. I think let's sim game 1 and then we'll play games 2 and 3 against the Mariners here. And we win game 1 8-1. Very good. Trevor Larnach, James Outman with home runs. Happy for that. Looks like Byron Buxton got the day off. Taj Bradley did pretty good. David Festa. Look at David Festa, folks. 18 innings of work, whip of 1, 256 BABIP. Very good, sir. All right, let us play game 2. Culpepper is cold. Yeah, I think I'll give Culpepper the day off. Soto can take second. We have Zebby Matthews on the mound. Josh Bell batting 4th does kind of terrify me. I'm going to have Brooks Lee at 7th. I don't want Soto getting that many at bats, so I'll have him 9th. Actually, yeah, 5th has not been a good spot for Royce Lewis. Let's have him bat 4th. Bell 5th, Jeffers 6th. All right, Zebby Matthews for us. Brian Wu for the Mariners here in windy Minnesota. Matt Wallner is aboard. Let's go. And Royce struck out. And Josh Bell gets it down. That should score Wallner very easily. Barely a throw. That'll do. And Jeffers pops up in the second. Oh, they got the 2 runs back. All right. Tie game. Looks like Zebby's having to throw a lot of pitches early. Not great. Cal Raleigh is aboard with an infield single with a speed of 30. Make that make sense. Dominic Canzone. Swing and a miss. Nothing for us in the third. Oh, brother. Well, man, I said this in last episode, but the hit batter button is where the mound visit button used to be. I'm going to accidentally click that one these days and have somebody just get completely hit. All right, they scored 1 there. Not the end of the world. But we have 2 on for Brooks Lee. Yeah, swing and a miss. Outman flies out to center. Down goes Frazier. And Chafin's getting hit a little bit. I'll let him face Julio Rodriguez. All right, he got him to fly out. That'll be it, though. Funderburk's coming in to face Cal Raleigh. And he got him to ground out. There we go. 2 on for Royce Lewis. Let's party. And he struck out. Man. Josh Bell does the same. Ay, 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 ay. All right, Funderburk, give me the 6th. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. A leadoff double with Randy Arozarena and J.P. Crawford as your next 2 guys up is a terrifying prospect. But he gets them both. Victor Robles, Nationals legend, is up, and he hits it all the way to the wall. That'll score 1. Fair plays there. All right, I'll get Justin Topple-Warman in case Rivas gets aboard. And he does, man. Well, it's been a while since we had a good old-fashioned bullpen implosion. And here we are. 5-2 ball game here in the 6th. Nothing offensively. That's going to stay in, surely. Oh, it does, but it went right over Wallner, who is walking to the ball. I don't know if that's like a visualization of terrible range or what. For the record, that is the second inside the park home run I have seen in this save. And we are, what, like almost 30 games in? So that means I'm going to see on average about 10 inside the park home runs a year. Something tells me there's something messed up on the back end with that. That is my theory. Cole Sands is coming in to finish up the inning, and he does. See if he can give me the 8th, too. But you're just going to have to get Josh Naylor. And he hit him. Not only did he hit him, he hit his knee. I mean, like, at a certain point, I have to stop burning pitchers. So he just needs to get Julio Rodriguez. And he does. All right. All right. Runners are aboard. Jeffers and Royce Lewis for Brooks Lee. Hits it up, but that does not have the distance. Easily caught by Robles. Is it Robles or Robles? It might be Robles. Ryan Burr for the 9th. Clean. Nothing doing for us. Yeah, disappointing game. 7-2. Never really close. Zebby got popped. Funderburk, Tapa got popped. Not a good game. All right. Let us move on, though, to game 3. Short memory. Short memory. Holy mackerel. Okay. So let's figure this out. Outman and right. Culpepper, have you played short for me so far? No, you've only played second. I'll give him a game at short to see how he does. Yeah, Soto's been better at second. Royce Lewis is out, so Cody Clemens is in. And then Carantini. Well, all right, we're playing a few backups here. We're looking a little shaky defensively, but should be okay. Joe Ryan on the mound for us, which is good because, backup hitters and all that. Absolutely nothing has happened through the first couple innings. Luke Keeschel, though, with a chance to change that 3-1 count, and they walk him. Bases loaded. Trevor Larnach. The pitch, the swing, back up the middle. 1 run will score. In comes Buxton. 2-0 ball game. Let's go. Josh Bell hits it into right. That's down. Third run scores. Larnick goes to third. Easy peasy. Manuel Margoin, right? He was on the Tigers opening day roster last season. Bet you didn't know that. He played like 8 games and immediately got sent down. He didn't even do that bad. Clemens flies out to end the inning, but we strike first. See if Joe Ryan can keep it going. Rivas is aboard. But a nice simple pop up from Cal Rowley. I have faith. Very good. Nothing for us in the fourth. Nothing for them in the fifth. All right. I'm going to get Prelip warming up. I'd like it if Joe Ryan could get me this inning. Oh, boy. Margot gets it down. I'm going to let him face John Birdie. I think that's going to be it. As they get the steal off pretty easily. All right. Birdie grounds out. That's going to be it for Joe Ryan. Helio Rivas, you better worse against lefties. You are worse against lefties. So, yeah, that's it for Joe Ryan. We'll get Prelip in the game. See if we can get Rivas. He does fly out to right, but that will score Manuel. So, Mariners get their run. See if Josh Bell can get us anything. Hits it back up the middle. No chance with his lack of speed, but it's fine. All right, clean 7th from Connor. That's big. Come on, Culpepper. Yeah, Culpepper has definitely cooled off. I don't know if he was ever hot, but he is certainly cold now. All right, I'm going to get Taylor Rogers warming. Ideally, Prelip can get me an out or two. All right, he gets me the 1. Here's Robles to pinch hit. Swing and a miss. Brilliant work. I'll let him face Manuel Margot. The bottom of the order. Grounder to third. Clemens is there. And he got him. Wonderful. Wonderful from Prelip. That's a bounce back outing that we needed from him. Byron Buxton is on second, but Keishel pops up. I'm not going to pinch hit for Larnick, obviously. I might pinch hit for Josh Bell. Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to give Royce Lewis the at bat here. Hits it up to left, and it's down at the wall. That will score Buxton and Royce Lewis with an RBI double. Very good, sir. Cody Clemens hits it deep to right field. Gone. 2-run shot for the infielder, 419 feet. Very good. Some insurance runs always needed. We're up 6-1. I'm still bringing in Taylor Rogers just because, like, I don't have anyone else that's that good to go. So he's just going to have to get it. 2 men are aboard. Josh Naylor swinging a miss. We beat the Mariners 6-1. Very good game. Really happy with Connor Prelip there. 2 2/3, 3 Ks. Didn't walk anybody, no hits. Electric from him. Cody Clemens getting the home run is big too. All right, last thing I'm going to do in this episode, we are going to sim game 1 of the Blue Jays series with Mick Abel on the mound to advance the month into May. Well, it got delayed. So it looks like we're going to have a double header up next episode. That'll be fun. All right, player development update. Taj Bradley, his potential stuff got worse, which isn't great. His stamina increased, which is nice. Always like that. But his potential stuff going down is bad. Soto got better defensively as a second baseman. He's done okay, but his overall dropped. Where's that his potential? His potential dropped to a 40. So what you see is what you get with Soto at the moment. I think he's going to get sent down when Austin Martin comes back, or Gio Urshela rather. Antonio Gonzalez, the 16-year-old. I mean, he doesn't look that bad. I think this stuff hopefully will play, but if it doesn't, then we're just doomed there. All right, so let's take a quick stock at things. So we're just over 30 games in. We're 17 and 14, tied for atop the division. My personal goal going into the season was just be around 500 for as long as possible. And then, you know, maybe make some trade deadline moves that could make things interesting. We have had a handful of injuries which have not helped. I mean, Gio Urshela is coming back after this Toronto series. He'll replace Soto, and then Austin Martin will come back in 2 weeks. He'll replace Culpepper. So those are pretty simple moves. I think hitting wise, we have definitely cooled off. I mean, after those first 3 series, we had one of the best lineups in the American League. Now we're down to like bottom 5, bottom 8 in most categories. That's not so good. Starting ERA, we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Bailey Ober getting hurt and he's going to miss most of the season. Woods Richardson started terribly, but he's had some good back-to-back starts. Obviously, Mick Abel, who we've called up, small sample size, but through 3 starts, he's looked okay. He's already worth negative WAR, which seems a little silly. But, we'll see. I think through 30 games, if you had offered me 3 games above 500, take that and like it. So next episode, I think we're just going to pick off right where we left off with this Blue Jay series, get through some games. And I think after that, I'll start playing through some more games off stream just to get through the season a little bit more and make some good progress. I find that, the May, the June months are the ones you can kind of blitz through a little bit, and then the fun stuff happens in July, August, and then September. No series in October, which is fun. And yeah, it looks like down the stretch we have a lot of divisional matchups. We have the White Sox to end August, 2 game set against the Tigers, White Sox, Tigers, Guardians. Then that's it for the division. So I think if we have any chance of winning this thing, we'll need to do well in those series. But it's a very competitive AL Central. Like, everyone's within 4 games of each other. Or 2 games of each other, I should say. So, very fun. Thank you all for watching. I know it's exciting with the new series. Looks like we're going to be able to have some fun with this Twins team. Like, obviously, the hope is, we can keep fighting for the division as long as possible and make this a fun year 1. So thank you all for watching. See you next time.